Claro, of course, of course. And we're going to go on live. Give me 1 second. How's everybody doing? This is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars. And we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. And plan the future ahead. There's no doubt, when you light up a good cigar, you sipping a good bourbon, whiskey, for some reason your blood pressure goes down. It feels like time, it's about to stop. Everything gets slower. And you are more aware of the moment. You are more conscious of what's going on in that moment. Don't forget that we always ahead, always worry about things that are not even here. But thanks to cigars, we stop time, reflect on life. And once you reflect on life, for some reason, we always start thinking again of the future. So we start planning the future ahead. And as you can see, I'm dancing, I'm moving around because I have a new microphone, wireless microphone. Finally, I was able to afford a wireless microphone. You know, summer's good, we're making good sales, so we were able to buy a wireless microphone. I love it, I enjoy it. I was stepping on the wire before, now I'm free. I feel like the first day I came to the US. I was talking about Fidel really, hey, you know what happened? My mom said, no, you can speak loud here. There's freedom of speech in here in the US. I said, are you sure they're not going to take me to jail? No. In here you can say whatever. And you'll be okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to share with you guys that Facebook has shut down our ad account. So we're not able to pay any more advertising on their Taba Brew, neither Maceda Lifestyle. They realized that we were crossing advertising between cigars and lifestyle. They got caught up with me. They're smarter than me. So our account is being shut down. So we decided to put all the energy into the Tabanero Facebook account and forget about everything else. We are used to go through hoops and jumps. It's nothing new. In this industry, we always are being scrutinized or followed by FDA, by taxes. So it's nothing new. It's nothing new. We have good news. We have good news. The J.C. Newman family is going forward, is going really powerful about the American cigar. We've been experimenting thanks to him, thanks to the amount of influencers that they got, because they've been doing it for 120 years. They've been making cigars. People pay attention more to someone like that because, of course, they got more credit. So now they're making Americans more aware that there's still people making cigars in the U.S. Of course, it's not the cigars they're going to find on the online platforms, you know, with the whole gimmick of deals or 15% off or 20% off. American-made cigars, like back in the day, they're based on value. They're small quantities. They're boutique productions. So there's no room for specials or deals or buy three and I give you one free. It is what it is. It's made in the U.S. It's like the old made in the USA. In Cuba, we used to read it, Made in USA. Oh, you used to get really excited when we see Made in USA. Made in USA, it was a sign that it was good, that it will last forever. But because we want more for a buck, we took everything to China and other countries I'm not going to mention. But we are back. We've been making cigars in Ybor City since 2010. That's something that I want to make sure you share with your friends. We've been making cigars, handmade cigars in Ybor City since 2010. They not just started making cigars in Ybor City right now by J.C. Newman's. We've been doing cigars in Ybor City for a long time. Nica Havana is the oldest one next to me. His grandpa started making cigars, I think, 2007. Nica Havana is the oldest one in here, the oldest one. He's been making cigars since 2007 or 2008. I started manufacturing in 2010. La Faraona started making cigars on 2014, I think. And Long Ash around that time too, 2014. So we've been making cigars in Ybor. I can understand that it's the first time again in a long time that they're doing a cigar in Ybor City with all American tobacco. I think it's very, very patriotic that they're making a cigar all with American tobacco. Let's take the picture and say hello to camera. Come here. We have a visit of a good friend of the brand. Is your first time?
Yes, most definitely.
What is your name?
Nick from Memphis, Tennessee.
All right. Nick is he made the time to stop by and get involved with the passion of making cigars right here in Cigar City. Nick, thanks, man. I appreciate it for giving us the opportunity.
Thank you.
Please bring the phone and we take a picture. That makes me really, really proud when people are paying attention to what we're doing and they take the time when they're in Tampa to come into the shop and see what we're all about. That is the energy that we want to continue doing what we're doing. Definitely, to be doing something for 10 years, you really have to enjoy it. You really have to like it. Because when you do it strictly because of the money part, there's so much that you got to go through it that you will give up right away. You will give up right away. If I'm understanding correctly, the Americano cigar from J.C. Newman, the blend changed a little bit. They said it's a lot better now. It has U.S. Connecticut, Pennsylvania tobacco, and Florida wrapper. So it's a pretty unique cigar. At some point, I'm going to try. The first one I passed. Someone gave me one for me to try. I smelled it, looked at it, and I said, no. I passed. This new version, people are talking highly about the new version. So I will try the new version. And I'm really proud of fourth generation, Drew Newman, his son, Eric Newman's son, is the one doing this project. I am really, really proud when I see second, third, fourth generation getting into the business and taking it to another level. You hear more common of someone that gets the family business and let it destroy completely. So when I hear future generations doing what they're supposed to and getting it to the next level, I'm really proud. I'm really proud because I have kids and I'm following what their parents did with their kids for the kids to be involved and to be passionate about the family business. I always tell my friends, my customers, that this is my dream. I'm not expecting for my kids to take over. That's not the idea. But if any of them incline for the industry, especially the ones that they were born in the industry, like Santiago Maceda or Valentina Maceda, I'll be happy to share as much as I can with them. My older son, Sebastian Maceda, he works here at the shop. He works at the coffee shop 3 times a day. He took over emails and he's taking over of Amazon, eBay, and Walmart.com. That's a lot. But he says he can handle that. He can handle that. He wants to follow his dad's steps when it comes to business. So he's working 4 days a week right here in Tabanero Cigars. The little ones, Santiago is 3 and Valentina is 5. I was asking them this morning why they think the lion is the king of the jungle. And they were looking at me like I was crazy, like, Dad, I don't know, Dad, you know, the lion goes rah, rah. I said, oh, repeat that again. How the lion goes? Rah, rah. I said, oh, so you think the lion is the king of the jungle because of wow, wow? They looked at me again like that. Okay, what's the point? I said, well, the elephant is really big and heavy and is afraid of the lion. The giraffe is really tall, big leg, long legs. It can kick the lion, but it's afraid of the lion. Why is it that makes the lion the king of the jungle? He's not the biggest one. He's not the stronger one. And I kind of, in their own words, I make them understand that it was attitude. The lion's attitude is what makes him the king of the jungle. Because when he was born, his dad told him, you are the king of the jungle. You have that, you got to have that attitude. So my kids started screaming like, rah, rah. I said, that's the attitude I want you guys. I want you to eat the world. So I will continue sharing with them why the lion is the king of the jungle. They liked it. They liked that. They were really excited about the attitude lesson. And my customers always ask, how do I deal with Sebastian? He's so in line. He's such a good boy, and he's hardworking. I said, hey, you got to start from little. You got to get him involved. You got to have him present all the time. You can't say, oh no, leave it at home because there's a lot of smoke in here and there's a lot of dust. He's a kid. No, they're all here. They come here. And they spend time here. They eat the chocolate at the coffee shop. They make a mess on Karen's office. But they're here. They're grown up in here. And they know this dad dressed nice on Sunday for the Facebook Live. But during the rest of the week, he gets at it. We're doing a remodeling of the store, little by little. So I've been doing a lot of painting and sanding and building, and it's been working out pretty good. We have a goal by November, the beginning of the season, for the store to be in great shape. By the way, I forgot to mention I'm smoking a Robusto mild blend, and some people believe that it's a medium. Again, cigars is a personal preference. To me, I believe it's a mild, but these are Robustos that we did in the past with San Andres Mexican wrapper. And I'm really, really proud of this change, this blend, or regular blend with San Andres wrapper. I know you guys gonna ask if it's for sale. It's not for sale. It's not for sale. It's a test that we did, but now we got two cigars, the Torpedo Sweet Lips and the Robusto Sweet Lips, which is Biso from Nicaragua, Colombian Volado. It's a really mild cigar, but the Biso has some strength. We put in San Andres wrapper, but no sweetening on the cap. We're not gonna call them Sweet Lips. We're gonna call them something else. We're gonna call them something else. Oh boy. I can't wait to try the ones that we're making right now, because even that it's a really mild blend, it has a lot of flavor. So I want to experiment how that blending with San Andres is going to play out. And we did it inspired because of these Robustos and Toros that we did with San Andres. I usually start my day with a Robusto. It's a mild cigar. It's something short. In case that I get caught up with some work in the morning, I don't have a commitment with an hour cigar. A Robusto will be 40, 45 minutes. And then later on, I go to toros. And I do toros at least 2 times, 3 times a day. And if a friend, good customer comes in and we sit down and talk, I would do a Churchill torpedo. We are experimenting really good torpedoes from Roger Garbet. Don't be alarmed, Roger Garbet is off today. He's still part of the family. He believes in what we're doing, but he's off today. We are been selling his torpedoes and they're amazingly good. Amazingly good. Thank you. And it went off because of the great conversation that I'm having. We are 82,000 cigars in inventory, 83,000 cigars in inventory, and we're making 9,000 a month. 9,000 cigars a month it's around what we sell during the slow season, during the summer. As soon as November, end of October hits in, we go up to 14,000, 15,000 cigars a month. So we're not making enough to maintain the inventory. But because I know God is here, He's always among us, I hang myself from Him and I said, listen, man, send another roller, another 2. If you allow me to get here, you're not going to let me stranded. So send another 2 rollers so we can keep up and increment inventory. And if I have something big and strong, it's my faith. I believe they will show up at the right time. But the best sellers, I think so. We are good. We are good. We got 11,000 toros, 8,000 robustos, and 7,000 coronas. So we are good in there. I'm sorry I'm not able to answer any other comments. We don't have a producer today behind the camera. So I got to go solo. But like always, I will answer the comments later on. These cigars with a San Andres wrapper, Mexican wrapper, they have a really distinct flavor through your palate and also your nose. Our good friend Keith Pelaez from Tampa Door was here yesterday. We were having a conversation. He did the new cabinets that we're going to install next week. And when he light up the total San Andres wrapper, he sneezed. And he's a big boy. He's a strong guy. And I say, the total, and he's sneezing. And he made the comment that it has a great taste, but it has a pretty peppery taste. A lot more spicy than the regular sangro that we do from Ecuador. And I say, yes, but once you get used to it, you get hooked. There's so much flavor on that wrapper that you get hooked. Hello, welcome. So I'm trying to not get in the mood of always San Andres, because being a small, tobaccos are not always available at your leisure. You always got to be depending on what the broker brings from Nicaragua, because even though all the tobacco is fermented in Nicaragua, even the Nicaragua grows tobacco, Most of the tobaccos that we grow in Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, mostly they ferment in Nicaragua. That's the cheapest label on tobacco land. So even the Florida sun-grown that they do in the Americano by the Newman family, that sun-grown wrapper gets dry in the barns and is being sent to Nicaragua for fermentation. So everything is touched by Nicaragua, which I'm okay, you know. I love Nicaragua. I try to make it every year to Nicaragua. This year, couldn't make it because of the political unrest and being Cuban. I don't want to be stranded in Nicaragua, so I play it safe. I stay here. People asking me, are you going to go to Cuba next February to see the crops? We'll see, because Cuba is not in a good shape. We'll see. I better stay on my comfort zone or go to the Dominican Republic. I usually go to the Dominican Republic too. And I guess this year I'll make it to the Dominican Republic. I'm waiting for the heat to calm down a little bit, because imagine with this jacket inside of a cigar factory in Dominican Republic with no air conditioning. Man, you sweat. I did it last year. And I remember the chauffeur would go, hey, sir, you forgot your jacket. Put your jacket on. I said, oh, okay. I put it on. You know, they want me to wear the jacket. But it was hot, man. It was really hot. I went to General Cigars, a giant cigar factory, like 800 cigar rollers. Man, it was hot. I have no idea how they work in such a heat. We went to the aging room, and they had about 5 million cigars, and there was no air conditioning. It was all fans blowing air through the aisles. I said, that's why these cigars, when they get to the retailer, they have so much mold, because there's no air conditioning on the aging room. I don't know why it's a savings. You pay for a Montecristo $9. Can you put air conditioning on the aging room? Usually when I get here, it starts getting hot, so I start slowing down. But this cigar kind of gets you confused. It has so much flavor that you can hold yourself puffing like it's something good that you're eating. You can definitely pick up the smoke from the barn when they drying the wrapper, but it's not really overpowering. If it's well blended, like we do, it's not going to affect much the taste. It's going to be pretty robust on flavor. Remember, guys, today's Sunday. We're getting ready for the week. It's the beginning of the week. So remember, we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life. And once you do that, plan the future ahead. I hope you are by the pool, lighting up a Tampa handmade cigar. And if not, it's okay, but just light up a cigar. Lower your blood pressure, reflect, try to do a better person on who you used to be yesterday. That works, it really works. And if you drink, you know, usually what we drink is Cuban rum. Is the last thing that we enjoy from Cuba, because everything else. And at this point, I do not even know if they use real Cuban sugar, but it still tastes good. Lately, I've been drinking Nicaraguan rum, 18-year, 13-year age, Flor de Caña, and I'm really surprised. It's not as sweet as Zacapas. Zacapas, I got into it, you know, fancy, nice bottle, but too sweet. I haven't been opening the rums because none of the guys drink. Garbey's not here, so we'll leave it for next Sunday. Yesterday was Don Vicente Martinez Ibor's birthday. And I felt bad that we didn't do anything right here in the shop. Because he's our biggest mentor. He's standing across the street. Steve brought us to our attention to do something, but we're being so preoccupied and also busy changing the store for the season that we didn't make the time to celebrate his birthday. But every year we will continue. And like I told Steve, this is not a game that it will end soon. We are in an infinite game. There's no competitive here. There's no competitive. There's just opponents that make you see your witness and do better every time you get to the field and play. Opponents are not trying to take anything away from you. They're trying to win. They're trying to win in an infinite game. And this game is not about getting to the end. It's about who stays the longest in the game. That's why every time I get tired, I go, well, stop, reflect, and get the energy to continue. Because it doesn't matter if you get tired. That's nobody's problem. You got to continue. You got to continue. You got to continue. In 10 years that we've been doing this, we have many opportunities to hang the towel and say, no more. This is really difficult. But because we love what we do, we attract the right people, and we continue going forward. We have about 800 pounds of San Andres Mexican wrapper. So after we do this batch of San Andres, don't be alarmed. We got enough San Andres wrapper that we bought from the Oliva family. And we will continue having San Andres. Oliva did a good business with the Mexican growers, and they say they're going to have Mexican wrapper for a good long time. So we'll see. If Mexico doesn't become communist like the rest of the countries down there, we'll continue having Mexican wrapper. I never thought that besides all the things that we have to deal with owning a business, also the supply of the tobacco is going to be an issue with all the political unrest on the countries that they grow tobacco. It is difficult, but we love what we do. I don't know if you guys remember, I mentioned last Sunday that General Cigars and Altaira decided to drop their inventory by 50%. They believe the bundle cigars, cheap cigars, are not selling anymore. People are buying quality cigars. So I'm glad we never got into that. We had customers saying, hey, Yanko, can you do something of a lower budget? I said, well, if you employ Cubans, there's no way to do a cheaper cigar. They take home $600, $700 a week. And Nicaraguan roller takes $27 a week. There's no way to do cheap cigars anymore. So I'm glad the lifestyle cigar people understood the bundle cigars. This is not what you're looking for. When you make time, when you make an hour to smoke a cigar, when you're stopping time to sit down, light up a cigar, it has to be a fine cigar. It has to be a good cigar. Something that lowers your blood pressure and allows you to reflect. And not leave it aftertaste the next day that your mouth tastes like an ashtray. Ready to do a picture? You like it? Oh my God. Listen, I'm sleeping a lot better because we're doing really good cigars. Guys, it's been a great week. I have done a lot for the shop. Hopefully they will be finishing installing the cabinets on below the windows, a new counter. I'm working also on new lamps. So it's going to look beautiful. I want to come into the shop and go, wow, I'm done, I'm finished. I'm ready to copy and paste. People are saying San Agustin. We'll see. I've been to San Agustin twice, and people are saying San Agustin. So we'll see. We got to finish the shop here. We got to finish the warehouse. The plans for the warehouse were submitted for the first time to the city of Tampa last Monday. We hope we get it approved and we start construction. I think we'll finish the warehouse in no more than 5 months. Everything is lined up. Plumbers, electricians, everybody's lined up waiting for that permit. Having the warehouse, this shop finished, we're ready to grow. Why we want to grow? Because I don't want to get bored. When you get to a level and you start eating your nails and well, what's next? You got to do something next. And to bring those 20 rollers in here, to make that production of 2.8 million cigars a year, we're not going to wholesale. We're not going to sell to other shops. There's no room for that. I always get the question, when are you going to start in wholesale? There's no room for wholesale. So we got to move our production through the internet and all the shops that we're going to start and we're going to own. Things are going great. Thanks for the support. We got really good orders this week online. Thank you very much. Again,
It's been a long time.
come in the camera. Come in the camera. We don't do this often. It's been a long time.
Listen, I've been smoking for a long time. And as an active smoker, sometimes you start to lose the taste. You don't taste the flavor in cigars no more. This is my first time getting one of his cigars, and you can literally taste every bit of flavor in the cigar. You can taste the spices, the earthiness. You can taste the tobacco in it. And I'm telling y'all, y'all are missing out if y'all don't get a cigar from this man. I am wild right now. And I'm actually came in to order some more cigars to take back to Tennessee. If y'all ain't had one of his cigars, you're missing out.
Thank you.
My friend.
Thank you, man. And we just met. That's not paid advertising, okay?
No,
We just met.
no.
This gentleman make my day. When things like this happen, it gives you a sense of why is it that you do what you do. The why. Why is it that we manufacture cigars in the U.S.? Why didn't move to Nicaragua, started a production with 20 rollers and start wholesaling cigars? This is why, because the gentlemen like him, this is why, because they believe. All right, guys, I hope you keep enjoying your Sunday. I'm gonna change the dress code, dress like Juan, and start painting. I had a great time. I'm having a great cigar. I'm gonna light up another one. And today has been a great Sunday in Tampa. No rain, beautiful weather. We're pushing for next summer to see if we can buy a company boat so we can go in the bay at least once a week and take everybody, the rollers, everybody on the bay and enjoy this great Florida. I know it's a crazy idea, but cigar rollers, production people, retail people, they work so hard that when they got a day off, they need a push to enjoy it. So I'm thinking buying a boat, small boat, something, I don't know, 27 feet, so we can put all 10, 12 people and go on the bay once a week. Guys, thank you again. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, and we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. Thank you very much.